All right, welcome back to another video. Today we've got a pretty special one. We are opening the Magic the Gathering Spider-Man gift bundle, and man, I must admit that this looks incredible. I love the style, the comic book like artwork. Oh man, it's so good. But yeah, what you get in this is one collector booster, 9 booster packs, just normal ones. We also get a Mind Stone dice that I'll show off a little bit later on. But yeah, we also get some foil lands. We also get a alt art version of Gwenom. We'll obviously show that off a bit later. But yeah, this box is absolutely stunning. I am so happy that I was able to find one of these. Where I'm from, it's a bit difficult to find one of these for some reason. I'm not exactly sure why. But I guess the chase card, you get a little pamphlet, but then that is obviously the chase card that you're trying to get is the Soul Stone. And I love the little hint to say the first of 6. I had this envision where eventually it'd be like the Infinity Gauntlet. Oh, that'd be pretty cool. And then you get all the stones. But yes, as you can see, here's the Mind Stone. Little D20 dice, I say. But yes, D20 dice. It's beautiful. It's really, really nice. The lighting, I try to make it as good as I can. But yeah, that looks incredible. I really, really like it. Yeah, we also get our, I guess, custom tokens that you get with the Spider-Man bundle. Pretty cool. Get little counters and all that sort of stuff. It comes with it. The artwork, once again, man, it's so cool they went down the comic book side of this. But yes, there it is, the collector booster pack. We'll open that later. Obviously, we'll leave it to last because there's a lot to get through. I was a little overwhelmed when I first opened this up, I must admit, but it was nice to see. They're the land cards as well as the alt version Gwenom, which we'll open up a bit later on. But let's get through these 9 play booster packs first. But yes, as you can see, that's all the content you get. I obviously moved the Mind Stone out of the way, but that is also what's in the box. All right, so starting off with the first pack, let's rip it open because we're ripping it. Anyway, so we've got a token, I believe, on this side, yeah, which we do, which is pretty standard now, I believe. So yes, we get the token creature card as well as whatever's on the other side. Token artifact as well, so that's pretty good. We turn it over and we start with a Starling Aerial Ally, which is just some incredibly good art. I must admit, like, they have nailed this artwork in the Spider-Verse, I suppose, of Magic the Gathering. And we also had Doc Ock's Henchman, a Steel Wrecking Ball, grow extra arms, because why not? Risky research, being Doc Ock, you think he'd learn, but anyway. Lurking Lizards. We also get a Venomized Cat, which is a Death Touch creature, because cats, why not? Sun Spider, Nimble Weber, Pictures of Spider-Man, Supportive Parents, if most of you know what that is, with great power. And one of my favorite looking cards that I've pulled is, yeah, Spider-Verse. That's just unbelievable. It's really cool. I also like what it does too. Seems pretty OP. Spider Bite, Web Warden foil as well. And we get a dual land to finish it off, which is Savage Mansions, which is pretty cool. For the second pack, takes a little bit to get into. Not really. I'm really grateful. Once again, they're stupidly easy to get into, which is nice. Another token on the back, obviously, and then we start with a Kapow into a Venom of Evil Unleashed, which is just, once again, some cool artwork. I'm nerding over because I'm a Marvel fan. It's great. Twip, Doc Ock's Henchman again, into another Steel Wrecking Ball. Pumpkin Bombardment. I have yet to see a Green Goblin, but I'm assuming he's in the deck. I've seen Hobgoblins. Yeah, they're around, but yeah, if you guys have got a Green Goblin, let me know in the comments. I would love to know. Got a Wall Crawl, Spots Portal, Rent is Due, Mysterio, Master of Illusion. I see him being a bit of an annoyance, but yes. And then we also get another foil of the Starling Aerial Ally, which, yeah, like I said, that artwork is incredible. On to the third now. Another token card, obviously, now Human Citizens. I've seen quite a few things that you can meme with. With a couple of citizen stuff, so it's pretty cool. We turn it over and we are hit with a whoosh from Vulture. Into Stegron, the Dinosaur Man. Dinosaur decks, man, honestly. Red dinosaur decks, we're for real. Another Kapow, another Venom. Into Web Up. To Mysterio's Phantasm, yes. Spiderbot, I did say that right. We scout the city. Good to see Green's also having a lot more Sork as well. It's awesome. Morbius, the living meme. I mean vampire. And Spider Bite, Web Warden. Into a SPDR is piloted by Penny. And this is on the nose. Death of Gwen Stacy. Look at that artwork. What were they knew what they were doing. I've also seen the old version of the Gwen Stacy one, and yeah, let's just say they knew what they were doing. Yeah. If you know, you know what I mean? Yeah. But we also finished off with a subway train foil. On to the third pack now. There's actually quite a few to get through. It's unbelievable. Like I said, I think this for value is by far like better. But if your prerogative is to try and get the collectors, I totally understand that too. We start off with Craven's cats. Because we need more cats in Magic. Not really. Swarm Being of Bees. We also got Spider-Man Web Slinger. Whoosh again. Because Vulture just likes doing that apparently. Another Stegron. Into some Spider Islanders. Into a Skyward Spider. Hot Dog Cart, because you always just have time for that. Spider-Man's Heroic Horde as well. Spider Hero. Into Flash Thompson Spider-Fan. I love that they've actually included, like, you know, sort of the backing characters as well, which is really good. Raging Goblinoids, I think that was. An Iron Spider Stark upgrade. I love that artwork. That is by far one of the coolest. I'm a big fan of Iron Spider, so it's cool. It's really. I'm not fanboying. I'm not fanboying. You are. We also got a foil Skyward Spider, which is, yeah, like I said, really good. But yeah, if you guys are making any spider decks, we also got a dual land as well there. But if you guys are making any spider decks, I'd love to know. I'd love to know down in the comments what you guys are going. I know there's like Cosmic Spider-Man as well. That's a pretty good chase card. Yeah, that card looks pretty crazy too. I must admit, there's some pretty crazy things happening that you can do in these decks. But yeah, Angry Rabble to start this one off. This is the fourth opening, I believe. Craven's Cats again. Another Swarm Being of Bees. Into Thwip. Into Amazing Acrobats. It's nice to see the Gwen Spider-Verse. Artwork's really cool. Vibrant Cityscape. Into Mob Lookout. Human Rogue Villain. Bagel. And Shmee. Or Schmear. School Days. Hobgoblin Mantled Marauder. There we go. There's the Hobgoblin. But yes, I would have yet to see a Green Goblin. Web Shooters. Oh, we almost... Yeah, well, we spoiled the foil, but that's alright. Spinneret and Spiderling. Rare Spider Human Hero. And a foiled Stegron, the Dinosaur Man. I think at this rate, we have 3 Stegrons. Very common, I'm assuming. Well, it makes sense. It's uncommon, but yeah. Another dual land, I believe that was as well. On to the 5th now. We have another dual... Well, sorry, that was a token. Into another Kapow. Gotta get some rubbish out of the way. I mean, like I said, there's a lot. You gotta tidy up, guys. Come on. All right, Kapow. Into another Venom. Into a Thwip. Yeah, another Doc Ock henchman. There's plenty of them. Another Steel Wrecking Ball. Buddy just likes just throwing them around, doesn't he? Another Skyward Spider. Venomized Cat. Sun Spider Nimble Webber. And then we got another Pictures of Spider-Man. Makes sense. You know, you gotta make some money somehow. School Days. Into a Scarlet Spider Cane. Yeah, that is another legendary creature. That's pretty cool. I'm surprised it's an uncommon. But, you know, I understand as well, you know. But Hydro Man, Fluid Felon. That's, yeah, I mean, Elemental. Come on, guys. Are we for real? And another foil Skyward Spider. And just another basic land. Well, it's still in the theme of Spider-Man, but it's, you know, it's not the webbed art, I guess you can get. Okay, on to the next pack here. We start with a Passenger Ferry. Artifact Vehicle. The 4/3, which is pretty crazy. Electro's Bolt. Sork. Spider-Rex Daring Dino, which is it's pretty cool that they... Yeah. I know that there's Spider-Ham in this as well. I mean, I think there's like 50 something spiders. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, it's really cool to see all the different Spider-Mans. And I also know that next year they're bringing out Marvel superheroes as well. So I'm assuming they're going to bring in another stone when that drops. But it's going to be pretty interesting to see if they drag out the stones. Like they might. I'm assuming they will. But Kraven Proud Predator looks absolutely stunning. Just, you know, full Chad right there. We've got Aunt May again. Another Penny. Into a Strength of Will. And another foil Stegron, the Dinosaur Man. Because why not? They can't have too many dinosaurs. We also get an Ominous Asylum. Dual Land. Yeah, it's really cool. I'm glad there's more dual lands being put into these play boosters rather than, you know, I'm going to deal with whatever we deal with. Craven's Cats. Into another Venom. It's like we are just showing the same play boosters. We've got another Web Up. Mysterious Phantasm. Stegron the Dinosaur Man. Into another Kapow. Into a Bagel and Schmear. News Helicopter. See, up until then you guys thought it was the same pack that I'd opened, but it's not. Because there's like one card that's different. I'm kidding. There's like 3. Rhino's Rampage as well. I love that. Look, I'm a big fan of that Rhino. I'll be honest. Radioactive Spider's a really cool looking card too. It has Reach and Death Touch. It's pretty crazy. And another foil Starling Aerial Ally to finish off the creature cards. And what land did we get here? There we go. There's an old art version. Yeah, they're some of the most good looking lands. Yeah, the foils I'll show off later, but man, I am in love with the foils. Guy in the chair, because we all need one, right? We all need a chair, not a guy. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, you know what I mean. All right, we got Venom's Hunger next. Spell costs 2 less to cast if you control a villain. Destroy target creature and you gain 2 life. We got another Starling Aerial Ally. Another Amazing Acrobats. Spider-Gwen Free Spirit. We also get a Mechanical Mobster. Spectacular Tactics. Another Spider-Bite Web Warden. Into another Wall Crawl. Supportive Parents again. Lady Octopus Inspired Inventor. Oh, I think I've done it again. Almost revealed. I think it's pretty easy. An Urban Retreat. And the foil is the Spider Islanders. Spider Horror Citizen. Yes, I can see them getting out of hand is quite well as well. And we also get a foiled dual land. Sinister Hideout, which is pretty nice. That's pretty cool. Alright, so before we get to the collector's booster, we're going to open just up the normal land ones. I've just sped this up a little bit because, yeah, you can see you just get the old version of the lands, spider lands, I suppose, and then you also get the Spider-Man versions of the lands. You get 2 of each, just standard ones. It's really cool that they've introduced them like the Spider-Man's, you know, sort of swinging through. Now we open up the foiled versions. We also get the old version of Gwenom, Remorseless. And yeah, that is one damn pretty card, I must admit. It's really nice. I actually like the one that is falling through the city as well. But yeah, it's pretty cool. But yes, these foils, the shine on them, they have nailed. It's just, yeah, they're beautiful. They are stunning. I'll say it again and again and again. But yes, it's good. Yes, foil versions again. Plains, 2 islands, 2 swamps, 2 mountains, you know the drill, 2 forests, and obviously the 2 plains, but you saw them when I started this, so. Alrighty, here we are, the collector booster. I'm hoping on its own, this thing is worth $74 Australian. I don't know, we're looking for the soul stone, so there we go. Now, it's a bit harder to get into these, so I've sped this up. If you guys have ever had trouble trying to open a collector booster, you understand. Look, I tried to be as careful as it could be. This is in 200% speed, by the way, so it took me quite a bit to get these open without, you know, trying to butcher the hell out of it, so. Yeah. So there's our token. We start with a Passenger Ferry foil. I know that I think it's like the last 3 or 4 cards are the rares, so we'll start with the commons and things like that. So there we go. So we get a, start with, we got a passenger ferry, and then got a kapow. And like I said, I must admit, with the foils, they have really nailed where they make it shine. Yes, another Spider Islanders. Spider-Man No More. And I love how, like, the eyes in the actual suit have their own glow, which is kind of cool. Spider-Man Web Slinger in a foil. Into a Spider-Mobile. Now, I didn't even know there was a vehicle. But why not? Because Batman. Terrific team up. One of the coolest artworks. If you guys have played the Spider-Man games or Miles Morales games, they are, yeah, they're really, really cool. We got the Morbius the Living Meme as well in the foil. And then we get the alt version art of, well, full art of Penny. It's pretty cool. And we also get another foil of the mountains. And we're into the rares. So, starting off, we got Sandman, Shifting Scoundrel, legendary creature. Sand Elemental Villain, which is pretty sick. Into Electro. So, yeah, we're just building the Sinister Six at this point. We got Venom, Sandman, Electro. Like, come on. Into Kraven the Hunter. There you go. Another one. Full art. Not foil, unfortunately. And then this, Infernal Grasp. I am speechless with this artwork. I adore this. This looks incredible. And then we've got Spider-Woman, Stunning Savior, comic art, foil. And then we got our token. And that's about it. That's kind of what it's going to do for this Spider-Man gift bundle. Yeah, I'm really, 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 really impressed by this artwork with the Infernal Grasp. So I think that also was one of our better pulls in this. But yeah, let us know, guys, if you've opened one of these and you've got any better pulls. Let us know in the comments below. You know where to go. Like and subscribe as well. There's going to be some more gift openings and whatnot, shorts. If you guys have seen, Matty Mac gets into more of the Pokemon stuff. I get into more of the Magic stuff. So we've got some Final Fantasy Chocobo bundles. Hopefully when I get my hands on them. We've got some Avatar stuff coming up soon. Yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed. We'll see you next time. Much love and have a great day.